Welcome to Concept Will Being the podcast, where the intention is well, but let's be for real. Life gets a little chaotic, and so do we. And that's totally fine. It's fine. You're fine. I'm fine. We're literally fine. And we're all about finding the balance while staying honest with health, wellness, and all the juicy topics that matter. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Concept Will Be in the podcast where the intention is well. My name is Jade, and I will be your host for today's episode. And I am also the birthday girl. I'm recording this on my birthday. It is like 10 p.m. on my birthday. So it's actually my California birthday. Here's the thing. You guys know me well. I decided to celebrate my birthday 2 days in a row because I'm in Bali right now. So I'm 15 hours ahead. Yesterday was my Bali birthday, but today is my California birthday. So I had two. And I feel like that's very much on brand for me. So recording this on my California birthday. Today, I'm 32 years old, and so I thought that it would be fitting for me to record 32 things that I've learned by 32. However, I know that this is a very popular thing to do, so I'm going to flip it and reverse it as I typically do, and I'm going to make this the chaotic version. So I'm going to be telling you the non-polished things that I have learned by 32, not the things that you read in a self-help book. No, the real shit. Okay, the real shit that I've learned by 32, where you're just like, you know what? Yeah, she's telling the truth. So, without further ado, let's kick this bitch off with the first thing that I've learned by 32. That bigger person shit is actually really for the birds. Yeah, first of all, I'm 5'2". So I'm realistically never the bigger person because I'm 5'2". Why am I pretending to be the bigger person to make you feel better for the things that you've done? Beyond me. I will not be doing that. That was dumb. I can't believe that I wasted so many years of my life being the bigger person. That actually, all it ever did was make me hold on to anger or whatever emotion because I had to be the bigger person and let shit slide. Don't let shit slide. Do not let shit slide. Okay? Don't be the bigger person. Don't do that. Don't work hard, work loud. And I think that this is actually a very common recommendation in corporate America, but it is true. And I learned this the hard way, and it really deeply impacted my mental health because I was working hard and a girl was working loud. And I was like, why is she getting all the recognition? She got a promotion. And, it really wasn't a big deal until she started getting more money than me. And I didn't like that. As a Capricorn moon, that didn't sit right with me. You know what I'm saying? So when you're working, make sure that you're working loudly, okay? And that's in anything that you do, okay? And don't forget, when you are working loudly, you can stretch some shit out for a long time. Like I sent an email. You, I, I'm not gonna give away all my tricks, but you could stretch some shit out when you're working loud. I have. You don't owe people your story. You do not owe people your story. And you shouldn't feel guilty about not wanting to tell people your story. People can ask and you can politely tell them to fuck right on off. No, that was rude. You can tell them whatever you feel comfortable sharing with them. It's not rude to not want to give them your entire life story and your goals and your aspirations in life. Like, you don't have to do all that. You don't owe anyone anything. So remember that. This one I actually should have put as number one because I live by it. I really deeply do. Thou shalt stay dripped down, iced out. Okay? I wear every single piece of jewelry every day. Please let us not get robbed. We're not getting robbed. But it's so important to me because you just never know when you're going to be like, damn, I should have worn my earrings. No, you stay ready so you never have to get ready, okay? Stay dripped down, okay? Pick an item to splurge on, okay? This one right here, I think is financial wellness. Pick one item that you like to splurge on and splurge on it, okay? I think that this really came from me in my early 20s where I just love to splurge on all the things. Like, I wanted a new makeup palette, I wanted a new purse, I wanted new shoes, all of the things. And so you just end up spending money on everything. But I find it helpful to pick one item that I know I will always splurge on. So for me, now in my grown woman age, it's dusters. Like I love me a little, a little long, like a robe. You know what I'm saying? I like me a robe. And so I will always splurge on one. A kimono, like, yes, I will get into it. I know that if I'm traveling, and I see one that's expensive, I'm like, that's my splurge item. I can splurge. And I think that that really helped me keep things more together once I gave myself one item that I can always splurge on. And then the rest, I'd just be like, oh, it's whatever. That is my recommendation. Financial wellness. That's girl math. Don't trust people that have a pungent smell. Okay, this one is very specific to me because I recently found out that there's like, I think I have like a sixth sense. Okay. I have like a sixth sense. Well, no, smelling is already one. Here's the thing. When I say this, I'm not being funny. I really do mean this. There's a very specific smell to people that I can smell that I have realized that person does not need to be in my life. And it's not like oh, this person is musty. Like, get away from me. We shouldn't be around must buckets. We really shouldn't. That is not what I'm talking about, though. It is a very specific smell. It's just their smell. And when originally, the first time this happened to me, I was like, why is this smell, like, it like repulses me, but there's nothing wrong. Like, if you smell the person, you wouldn't be like, you stink. It wasn't like that. I thought that it was pheromones. Like, I was like, oh, maybe it's their pheromones. And I was like, I don't know what this is. And both of those people, demonic. No, that was me, but I'm not going to take it back. So yeah, I'm just hyper aware now of, I think that that's my body telling me, hey, this person, no. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what that's about, but yeah, I can smell it. I don't know. Next one, scared money doesn't make any money. But, however, do not do a pyramid scheme. Okay? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Scared money does not make any money, but we're not doing pyramid schemes. That's not cute. Yeah. Don't be afraid to invest in yourself. I will say also another financial tip is, like, when you invest in yourself, it really doesn't count as spending money because you're going to get your money back. So, like, I don't know. Yeah. Don't be afraid to invest in yourself. Scared money doesn't make any money. Next one, thou shalt never be friends with people that don't support me wearing sunglasses at night. Now, I know that I said that in a way that is specific to me, but we can make this generalized, okay? If there is something that you love to do, like, I like to wear sunglasses at nighttime or inside because it's a vibe. I like to do that. If the person that I'm hanging around does not support me in doing that, I don't want to be around them. I don't want to explain it to them. I don't want to do any of that. No, no, no. If you don't fuck with it, you don't fuck with the vibe. Get the fuck on. So there you go. If someone doesn't fuck with your vibe, don't try to explain it. Don't try to, like, make it so whatever. Or when they're around, I'll take it off. No, the fuck on. I don't care. I'm wearing these sunglasses at night because I like them, because I think that they eat. Also, sometimes sometimes they go with the outfit. They really take an outfit to the next level, in my opinion. But sometimes I just try to be in the cut and with my little sunglasses on. Next one is play dumb. Just play dumb. I know that you're smart. I know that if you're listening to this podcast, you are a genius, okay? I know it. Everyone knows it, okay? You don't need to prove it to people. Just play dumb, just for a little bit. You don't have to, I'm not telling you to weaponize your incompetence. I'm not. I'm just saying, sometimes when you meet people, you don't need to, I'm the smartest person in the world. Let them show you who they are, and you just be quiet. That's another thing that I have on here, is shut the fuck up. But we're not here. We're not there yet. Just play dumb. Let them do whatever. If they think you're smart, great. But if they think you're dumb and they want to make moves like you're dumb, then at least you'll be able to see that early. So there's that one. The next one comes from a lot of spiraling. Ignorance is bliss. I learned way too much about something and it made me spiral so hard. So sometimes ignorance is bliss. Sometimes you don't need to know how the sausage is made. You don't. You don't. It's not going to make you happy to know. So just stay out of the kitchen. Yeah, I will. I get that one. I really do. We're on number 11, y'all. Judging people will make you feel like people are judging you. That makes sense because if I am always talking shit, why wouldn't I assume? Why wouldn't I assume that you are also doing the same? That's the only life that I know. So judging people, if I'm always judging people, I feel like people are judging me. And that's something that I had to unlearn is like, you can't, I mean, you could definitely do whatever you want, but judging people, it's not helpful. It's just, there has to be other things for you to do up here, you know? So, that's kind of a waste of your brain power until you're with your friends and getting tacos and margaritas, and then it's a different story. We're on to number 12. Use your privilege, whatever it is, don't run from it. I really feel super strongly about it. I think that that is a great note. I know you're like, Jade, what privilege do you have? I think that a lot of people have privileges and it is stupid for you not to use them, for you to actively be like, no, I want to prove to everyone that. I'll give you an example for me. When I was growing up, like in college, when I was getting my master's degree, I really wanted to prove to everyone that I could do a master's program and support myself. Dumb. When my parents offered to help. Why didn't I just take the help? I don't know. I have the privilege of having parents that can help me. Why didn't I take that privilege? Why didn't I use that privilege? That was so fucking stupid. Just so that I can look back and like when people are like, no, you had your parents help you. You're fucking right. I had my parents help me. And what? And you know what? You're just upset that your parents couldn't help you. Like, why am I trying to? You think my parents like came to America so that they could watch me struggle and like have all the means to help me for me to struggle? They're so dumb. Like that thought process is dumb. So use whatever privilege you have. Don't try to prove to anyone anything by struggling. It's fucking dumb. So, yeah, don't do that. That was a waste of time. And grad school was extra dextra hard for that. Okay. Number 13. Number 13. I'm not going to tell you not to drink and not do whatever things you like to do at parties. All I'm saying is for you to learn your limits. That's all I'm saying. That is the whole note. Because you need to know what your limit is. You need to understand, hey, if I take this shot, it's lights out. Me being a 5'2", like girly pop, I need to know, hey, Jade, the calculations are calculating. You can't have this. If you do, you're not going to be able to, like, you still need to be here. So that I think is a very important one. Learn your limits. I'm not telling you not to do anything. I'm not telling you to do it either. I'm just saying learn where you need to stop. That's all. That's all I'm going to say. I kind of already touched on this one, but shut up. Just shut up. Shut the fuck up. Literally, that's what it says. Don't be the person that needs to fill the silence. I actually think it's kind of funny when you learn to be the person that doesn't need to fill the silence and then you get to watch people that feel the need to fill the silence. That to me is really where like the money is. You know what I'm saying? Where you're just like, you just keep talking and I've been quiet this entire time. Yeah, just learn to shut up. It's so much more fun when you don't feel like you have to keep the conversation going. Know that it's okay to sit in silence as well. That is honestly chef's kiss. I love people that know how to shut the fuck up. This is a gift from me to you, but even on your worst day, people can't do the things that you do. Okay? You are so used to the things that you can do. People are in awe of you. So don't feel like, oh my God, I haven't been doing enough. No, no, no. If you need to slow things down, slow things down. That is perfectly okay. Even on days that you're moving slower, but you're still making progress, that's better than you ever would have expected. Okay? So don't be too hard on yourself. You're 70% if someone's like 150%. Okay. And it's not about comparing yourself to people. I'm just saying, like, don't be so hard on yourself. Okay. Are you ready? Don't actually be mean, but let people think that you're mean. Like, don't be rude. Don't be rude. That's so ugly. But people will call you mean because you stand on business. People will call you mean because you don't let them walk all over you. People will call you mean because you have a resting bitch face. Okay? But I'm gonna tell you what. People do not play games with people that they think are mean. Okay? You will get left alone. So, I'm not saying be mean to people, but like if you just have like a real like you stand on business, that's mean. Let people think that you're mean. That's fine. Then you won't be like your time won't be wasted. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, they're not playing around with people's time when they are like, oh my god, she's so mean. Or like slightly afraid of you because you just never know. See, this is where like the silence comes in too, because like they were like, I don't really know. She's a little quiet. She's mean and she's a little quiet. They're not playing with you. They're not playing on your phone. They're not playing with your time. They're not playing with your energy. She means business. Stop playing with hers. Just be perceived as mean, but don't be mean because being mean is ugly. Okay, that's really ugly. So we don't like mean people, but yeah. This one's sad. This one's kind of sad, guys. Okay. And it is unfortunate for me to have to put this one on the list, but your biggest betrayals will come from people who are closest to you. And I think that that makes sense. I think it makes sense because if I don't know a person and they piss me off, like I'm gonna let it go. But when it is a person that you love and you're like, oh my God, no, 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 I would walk across hot coals for this person and they do something that like betrays you, that betrayal, it sucks. So, yeah, the biggest betrayals that you will experience will come from people that you know and most likely loved. So, yeah, there's that. This one specifically for me, you shouldn't have drank that expired Four Loko that you saved underneath your bed. That was stupid. That was dumb. I don't There's a story to go behind that one, but the moral of the story is you shouldn't have done that. And it was the original formula. What the fuck were you doing? That was dumb. And then you shouldn't have gone on Snapchat that night either and just like went live drinking a expired Four Loko that you found underneath your bed. Bro, be better. I still think about it. It's been years. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Stay off Snapchat. Stay off. No, that was clearly this was years ago because I don't even have Snapchat. But and also the original formula of Four Loko, that was also years ago too. Do you guys see this? Do you guys see this mosquito bite or whatever? It is huge. Like look at the size of my neck. Like crazy. I just want to call that out. Okay. Sorry. Sorry. It got me good. So, yeah. This one I think is obvious, but sometimes I don't know that it is obvious for people, but don't take advice from people who aren't doing better than you. I think that's pretty obvious, but also I saw someone on TikTok post that that might be a tourist thing, and I was like, I don't think that that's a tourist thing. Like, I think that's efficient. Why the fuck am I taking advice from you and you're not doing better than me or doing exactly what I would want to be doing? So why am I taking notes from you? Because you're just that great? Get the fuck on. That's stupid. So don't do that. Let's see. This one, I think I was thinking more so of work, but take people out of the environment. Then ask yourself if you would give a fuck if you didn't know them. And I think that that comes from, I used to put a lot of pressure on, oh my God, this person has this title or whatever. If I didn't know this person and they were just walking down the street and they told me, hey, Jade, I don't think that you should be wearing those pants, would I give a fuck? No. No. So why the fuck do you give a fuck here? Like, unless it's against dress code. That was a very specific example. But you get what I'm saying? Like, if it doesn't have anything to do with, oh my God, this is my job and I'm doing it incorrectly, if you're just giving me your opinion, just to give me your opinion, about something that has nothing to I don't give a fuck. I'm not taking notes from you. Duh. Again, this one's for slightly for me, but every body type is different. Everyone has a different body type. Everyone has a different ideal body type or how they want themselves to look inside of the mirror. For me, I look better slightly chubby. Just slightly, just like a little just like a little meat on my bones, okay? The whole like very skinny thing, it doesn't work for me. And I know this because I have gotten really skinny, and it's really something you get exactly what you want and you're like, ooh, I don't like it. So for me, I look better slightly chubby. For you, you might look better a different way. However, it's how you feel, right? But that I put that on there because I wanted to call attention to, just because it's someone's body goal or whatever doesn't mean that that needs to be yours. That doesn't, every body type is different. So go based off of how you want to feel and how you want to look, not because this is what you think is super trendy right now and so you need to work towards this body goal. No, no, no. Because skinny was in for a long time. I got skinny and I didn't like it. So yeah, go with however makes you feel good. That was my point of putting that one on there. You look better slightly chubby, and I'll tell you what tastes better than being skinny: a Korean taco. And did I lie? Did I lie? No, I did not. Skincare is great, but water is key. Drink water. Basically, it is so great that you have all of these serums and everything like that. Drink water. Hydrate from within as well. Okay? That's all. This one is for women's health. And I really do sincerely mean this. And I don't want to go on a rant, but I might. Your vagina, under no circumstances, needs to taste like candy or a fruit or whatever. Get the fuck on. That is actually diabolical. And I feel very strongly about it. It's not, it isn't like, it is, it is a body part. Okay, we don't need to be sugarcoating and putting whatever chemicals inside of us. And it's only for women. It is really only for women, because men are not advertised these things that they need to taste whatever, like none of that. So this is me being like truly big sister mode. There's under no circumstances is it necessary. If a person is like, oh no, I won't, like, I don't like the taste of it, then they're not hungry and they could go find something else to eat. But like, I don't know what to tell you. That's like, if they don't want to eat it, they don't want to eat it. I fully realize this is getting a little like, but I feel very strongly about it. Like, this is for real, dead ass. If they don't, I've honestly never had anyone say anything, but in theory, if this was an issue, if they don't like the taste of it, that's, as long as there's nothing like medically wrong with you, you're fine. You're so fine. Don't like, do not put pressure on yourself to like, oh, I'm going to have like all of these, like, I don't even know what people be pushing inside of themselves. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. My point is, you don't need to do all of that. If you don't want to eat it, you don't have to eat it. If you don't want to eat it, you don't have to eat it. Like, I'm not gonna force you to do it. Someone else will do it. I don't understand the concept. I really don't. And I think it's diabolical that women are pushed all of these products to make them like there's something wrong with their body. There's nothing wrong with our bodies. If a person doesn't like the way that you taste and they're like, you need to sugarcoat it or whatever, that's like if I say I really like water when I put sugar inside of it. Bitch, you don't like the taste of water. Like, you don't like water. Like, what are you talking about? That's the same thing where it's just like, you want me to put like candy on top of me so that you can eat it. If you don't want to eat it, don't eat it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. Get the fuck on. So, under no circumstances will we be putting any of these artificial flavorings or whatever the fuck inside of our bodies, or oh, I'm gonna like chug pineapple juice. I'm not chugging shit. Because let me ask you something. Did the person that is about to do whatever that you want them to do that for you? If they did it for you, then fine, maybe. But I really doubt that they did. I really doubt that they were like, you know what? I knew I was gonna see you today, so I chugged an entire thing of pineapple juice so that it tastes better for you. I don't think people are putting that much thought into what you're doing. That's all I'm saying. That is all I'm saying. But hey, there's going to be a bunch of girls that are like, oh my God. I said I didn't want to go on a rant, but it's supposed to taste like the way that it tastes. Okay. I'm not saying it's supposed, like, stop trying to like fucking sugarcoat it. That is my point. Stop trying to sugarcoat it. Let it taste like the way that it's supposed to taste. Yes, be clean, be like healthy and stuff like that. But outside of that, stop trying to do weird shit. Like, do you want organic shit or not? Like, what are we talking about? Okay, next one. Smoking probably did make me a little dumb. Just like a little bit. It probably did mess up my memory. However, I'm not able to compare what I would be like if I didn't. So we don't have any proof. But looking back on it, perhaps maybe it wasn't a great idea to smoke as much weed as I did. Okay. But I was using it to self medicate. So, hey, had to be done. Am I right? Be like that sometimes. Okay. Take care of your teeth. I think this one's very important. I met a guy one time and he had like a heart attack because he had like something up with his teeth, and that always scares me. So take care of your teeth. And also, living in America, like fixing them is expensive, so just take care of them. Preventative is always better than trying to fix it later. So yeah, babes. Okay, this one again, money. This one's talking about money. Financial wellness, very important. It's a pillar in well-being. Now, what I'm about to say, I'm not saying for you to live above your means. That is not what I'm saying at all. All I'm saying, actually, I have 2 points. First point, it costs money to be cheap. It does cost money to be cheap. I really feel like if you're being cheap about something, eventually you're going to spend more money because you have to replace it. Or let's say you got the dupe of something, but you actually really wanted like the original, whatever. So you end up spending money for the original item that you bought plus the item that you really wanted. So it costs money to be cheap. The other thing is sometimes when you want something really, 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 really bad, it forces you to level up and figure out a way to get that thing. Again, not saying for you to live above your means. I'm just saying sometimes wanting things that are a little bit, it's a little expensive, forces you to figure out how you're going to get that money. That's all I'm saying. So take with that what you will. I'm not saying for you to ball out with money that you don't have. All I'm saying is because it's actually very stressful for you to do that. I'll give you that advice. I have also done some financially questionable things in the name of just being a tourist, I guess. And don't do that. But I think that it did push me to be like, all right, Jade, perhaps you've went a little overboard. How are we going to even this out? Again, Capricorn moon. So like, yeah, I spent it, but we need it coming back. And so I was forced to figure things out. And it did, you figure out other streams of income and everything like that real fast and in a hurry. So pros and cons. Okay. This one This one's interesting. Sometimes what I perceive to be anxiety or feelings of anxiety were just me feeling out of alignment. It was important for me to learn what that felt like because I would always just name it anxiety. I'd be like, I have anxiety. Bitch, you're out of alignment. You're out of alignment and it feels off and it feels like you're just like, for me, this is for me. For me, it just felt like I was just, no, 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 like something, I don't know. I don't feel settled. You don't feel settled because you're not supposed to feel settled because you're out of alignment, bitch. Get back in alignment. That's the issue. So that is something that I learned. Not everything is anxiety. Sometimes I'm out of alignment. The next one, I hope universe cover your ears because this one actually isn't for you. Sometimes this one's spiritual wellness, but sometimes for me, I need to call the universe's bluff. Times I need to let the universe know if you're not going to give it to me, I'm going to do it regardless. So either you're going to help me or I'm going to do it regardless. And I don't know if that is me calling a bluff because I'm dead ass. Like when I say, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to do it. I don't know. Is that the law of assumption? I don't know. That might be a spiritual law or something. But me calling the universe's bluff has really shown to get results. I put into the universe, I want to say it was like last October. I was like, listen, I'm dead ass leaving the Bay Area. I don't give a fuck. By whatever day, I'm leaving. I told my mom, I don't care. I don't care. Either the universe is going to help me out or I'm going to blow up my entire life. and leave the Bay Area. And I was so serious. I was so serious. And then the universe, like, basically was just like, okay, okay, here, we'll help you out. Here, we'll forge the path. So yeah, sometimes you gotta call the universe's bluff. I think that it's shown to be really helpful for me. This one actually is sad. This one was a sad one for me to learn. So, you know the phrase, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go with a group of people or go with a group. That is actually not true. I have found in my experience for it to be false. If the person that you're trying to go with or the group or whatever, the people that you're trying to go with don't really have the same goals. If you are trying to go, if you think that you have the same goal and you're, oh my God, I'm going to go with this person and they don't really have the same goals or they don't have the same work ethic or whatever, they're holding you back. They're holding you back. And you thought, oh, we're going to go far because we're going together. And I was trying to go slow. Fuck all of that, bro. Fuck all that. I'm sorry. I'm a thug. I'll figure it out. I'm a thug. I'm from the suburbs. Okay. Not me. Oh, I'll thug it out. Girl, you're from Eastvale. Please be so for real. You won't thug nothing out. You'll call your parents, but whatever. The point of the story is it's important for me to call that out. It's important for me to call that out because sometimes in my head, I'm like, yeah, you're so like DMX. Like, ugh, girl, what are you talking about? You will cry, but it's fine. Did you like my bark? It's fine. But yeah, no, sometimes if you're trying to work on a goal with someone and they don't really have the same yokeness of the goal, it's a waste of time. They're holding you back. So that's not true. So if you're gonna try and go far with someone, make sure that they're really super serious about things. Next one, we are on number 31, by the way. So we only have two more. Not everyone is meant to be in your life forever. Sometimes you're just meant to meet people for them to introduce you to olives. Yeah. Yeah. Or whatever. Sometimes they're, oh, have you heard this song? That's it. They don't have to be a lifelong pal or whatever. I met a girl. Things didn't work out, but she introduced me to olives. I love olives. Okay. If you know me deeply, you'll know I love me some olives. Okay. I just recently discovered olives in like my fees, basically. Like, but I love olives. I don't talk to that girl, but she introduced me to olives, and for that, I'm grateful. Love ya. Last one. Last one. Last thing that I've learned. 32 things that I've learned by 32. You'll start to fear that you're the problem with how many people you cut off. I am here to tell you they deserve that shit. Okay? Cut them off. Cut them, all of them. Looking back on it, all deserve to be cut off. And I know there is like a conversation of not everyone deserves to be cut off and really like you're avoiding. I was not. Me personally, I was right. And every time that I cut someone off, every time I cut someone off, they deserve to be cut off because having an op in my group is not good for my mental health. They had to go. And I was not just cutting people off willy-nilly. Some of them like really did damage where I'm just like, oh, you gotta go because you don't have any respect for me. And yes, I did start to internalize it where it was just like, why do I have to cut so many people off? Like, is it me? Is this normal? And here's the thing, it wasn't normal how horrible these people were, but they had to go. So I did what I had to do. And I'm not saying you're perfectly right in cutting off all the people that you cut off, but I'm just saying if you're concerned about cutting people off and you're worried like, oh, will I regret it? I don't have no regrets. I don't have no regrets. Every person I cut off deserved to be cut off, and I'll do it again. So, with that being said, those are the 32 things that I have learned about myself by 32. They're a little chaotic. I also realize they are very much catered to the life that I live, but I am so happy to be 32. I love being in my 30s, you guys. I swear, like I have always wanted to be in my 30s. I want to be 30, flirty, and thriving, and I am. So I love being in my 30s. I'm so happy that I've learned all of these lessons. I think that growing is just so, I don't know. I just love it. I love being in my 30s. I think it's so, I'm having so much fun. And I love the person that I have become. She's so much cooler than I thought she was going to be honest with you guys, a little touch and go. But yeah, a little chaotic, but I think that makes things exciting. With that being said, I hope that you had fun listening to this episode because I had so much fun making it. And that being said, we will wrap this one up in a nice little birthday bow. I hope that you guys have a wonderful day or a wonderful night, and I hope that you're well. Bye.